fast cars.
Hello, ladies.
This is Women Take the Wheel.
Sit down, strap in, and turn on all you've got.
Nikki Clark is taking you behind the scenes.
You're ready to win. Let me tell you, these cars, they get up and go pretty good.
Introducing you to women drivers, crew members, and fans of the racing world. Plus, Nikki is bringing you the latest racing news in Indiana and beyond.
We're going to bring it to you from the tower as they get ready to pull into the beam.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
All right, strap yourselves in.
Getting off the track and in your ears. This is Women Take the Wheel.
Come on, baby.
With your host,
Here we go.
Nikki Clark.
Hi, I'm Nikki Clark, your host for Women Take the Wheel here on the All Indiana Podcast Network. And on this episode, we are on location at Indianapolis Raceway Park, aka RIP, to talk with Christine Foster while she competes in the NHRA Division 3 event. Christine wears so many hats. She's a mom and a wife. She has a full-time job. She drives a top alcohol funny car and helps run the shop for the race team. Oh, and not only does she race a car, but so does her husband and her son. So how did she do it all? She shares her secret and advice for other women chasing their motorsports dreams. Stay tuned.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecast, radar, and Indiana sports all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
Okay, so I'm going to start. Okay, we're doing Women Take the Wheel on location at IRP, and we are with
Christine Foster.
Yes, I like you guys say your name, so I'm like, yours is easy to say, but like when I had Ida and stuff like that, I'm like, Ida, say your name so I don't mess it up.
Mm-hmm. And everybody else knows how to say it.
Yeah, but I always like to people say. So, tell me about what you drive. I know what you drive. I want audience to tell because you're my favorite class.
Top alcohol funny car.
Yes, and how long have you been driving?
So I did junior dragsters from 98 to something.
Yeah, we're not
I don't
aging.
even remember.
Yeah.
I'm kind of forgetting. And then I raced top dragster for a very short amount of time. And then when I was 19, I licensed alcohol dragster and a blown car. And then I think this is my third year in the funny car.
Yeah. But so you've always drag raced. You're a drag racing person.
Always drag raced.
Yeah.
Always drag raced.
So I take it you were born into it also, or raised in it, I take it?
Yep, my dad was into drag racing, so naturally I was into drag racing.
And so when you're, I know you said the age, but so how old were you your first dragster?
When I turned 8.
Okay. Now, did you want to do it, or did they, like, your parents go, like, hey, why don't you try this out, or were you begging them?
I was begging them. Actually, my dad is, he's a real pest. So he would say, I got you a junior dragster, or I'm getting you one, but there actually wouldn't be one. And so he would open the garage and be like, I got it for you. This is so mean.
That's cruel.
It's so mean. And so... One time he said, I got your junior dragster, and I was like, no, ran into that. There really was a junior dragster in the garage. So he was like gearing me up for that. But yeah, so I like ran inside.
Oh.
And there was a junior dragster in the garage.
Oh, now did he also drive too, or is he just a fan?
Yeah, so he was bracket racing. At that time, I don't know if it was a Camaro, and then like in the 90s, did some of like like your fast dragster bracket type stuff that went on. There wasn't, I don't feel like as many options back then. So he was just always building stuff to go a little bit faster. So, yeah.
And now when you talk about going for the different dragsters, how fast do you go? So people know who don't know drag racing, how fast does each car go? Because you keep going faster. What are juniors like top speed?
So junior top speed, they race 8th mile. 85 miles an hour is the cap for NHRA.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so from a 1-cylinder engine, from dead soft to an 8th mile, 85 is
pretty darn fast.
Yes. So
Oh
and
my
they do that in
gosh.
like 7.9 seconds.
And then your next car, how much faster did that go?
So the next car, I had 2 top dragsters. I think we went first one 7.0s, probably 190. I want to say.
Oh, wow.
185. So I did that when I was 16. And then we had an opportunity to purchase an alcohol dragster that ran in the South, Division 4 mostly. They were getting out of it, wanted us to buy it. My dad's like, I can't afford it. We're not ready for that. And eventually they were just like, just come get it. Pay us when you can. So that's how I ended up with my first alcohol dragster. And we ran it in top dragster maybe a year or so, and I think that car, it's been so many years ago, it's like hard to remember.
It's okay.
I know it went 200. It ran low 6s, somewhere in there. So we didn't run it with the screw charger because at that point in time you weren't allowed to in top dragster. I think you can now. And then we made the transition slowly to alcohol dragster.
Yeah, like I said, I grew up with alcohol dragster, and I know what it, when you talk about cost, I'm like, I'm like, and we had in Minneapolis, like the only garage built specifically for top alcohol dragster. So all my neighbors were like, why do you have to have such a big garage? We're like,
because it's 290 inches, 300-inch car. Yes.
Like to the after we got rid of the car, you could still fit a workbench and 2 cars like nose to nose in it. That's how long it was. But
yes, they're such a pain to move around too. When we switched to the funny car and you're coming into the pits, I'm like, isn't this so nice that you don't have to take 7 stabs at it or
back it up, do the little Austin Powers, which I've seen in the thing. And so now, also when you're driving, were you going to school at the same time too? So how is it like to balance racing and going to school?
So I always joke that like racing, and it's, I guess not even a joke, it's totally true, kind of changed my path. So like after graduating high school, I went to a 4-year college, studied political science, wanted to be an attorney, and then freshman year we're putting this alcohol dragster together. I'm licensing that year. I didn't study abroad, wanted to. Didn't go to law school. I mean, did end up getting my master's in something else and taking a different path, which is totally okay. But I was like, well, you can't do 3 years of law school and like go racing. There's no way. Like, I guess you could have a little time off in the summer, but I was like, I don't know how long this is gonna last, so I'm gonna enjoy it while I can.
I love that philosophy.
Definitely made a difference. Probably harder to balance post graduation and like being a mom, having a career versus college. Most of my professors were really pretty easy, and at that time we were probably only doing like 5 or 6 races a year, a lot of them in the summer, so it wasn't as hard. Fast forward to like doing 10 races a year and the races with Chris's car, that makes it a little more challenging.
And to let people know too, so your husband also has a car.
Yes,
so you guys not only run one car, you run 2.
Yes, so 2 alcohol funny cars. Chris runs North Central region and then kind of Central East Coast type national events. And then the car that I race, my parents own, and they're located in Southwest Kansas. So we run more central, usually more west-ish national events. Most of the tracks in the Midwest, as we all know, have
gone away.
Yes.
There's no more Topeka.
So they had 3 tracks in 5 hours. And Topeka closed, Great Bend closed, Denver closed. So yes, they definitely have a lot more travel right now. So hopefully Great Bend will be opening again next year. That's the plan. So at least we'll get one of the tracks back.
And who knows about Topeka? I mean, we've had this before where it's like somebody's going to buy, somebody's not. Because that's the track I went to for, almost 20 years because I lived in Kansas City, or Lenexa actually. So it's all good. We're getting ambience from the outside. So you guys run 2 different divisions then?
Yes, 2 different divisions. So
is that more travel then?
Sorry.
It's a lot more travel. A lot more weekends.
But you do it as a family though. That's what's nice because I'm over here and we got motorhomes, we got kids, we got dogs. So I mean, so you just don't travel by yourself. I mean, you bring the whole king caboodle.
The whole family.
How do you handle that?
it's a lot of people to cook food for.
I'm like, you learn how to use that Instapot and Crock-Pot.
Yes, that everyone always jokes that I have every kitchen appliance. I've got an air fryer, the crock pots, a pizza cooker. I got it all because we're always cooking for. I mean, I think this weekend we probably have close to 15 to 20 people here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, yeah, with 2 cars and you got the crew and everything like that.
Yep, 3 dogs. Between Chris and I, we got 2 kids here.
Oh my gosh. So I'm like, so you not only, you do it all. You're mom, work, and race cars.
Yes.
How do you do it all?
Sometimes it's a little overwhelming. I feel like we're all like used to just living in chaos. Mm-hmm. And then almost you're by the end of the season you're worn out. So you're looking forward to a respite. But then after a couple of weeks of it, we get stir crazy already. Like, what are we going to do this weekend?
Yeah.
What's going on? Or
I don't know how y'all do it. Because I'm like, doing the travel once. I'm like, yeah, it's fun. 23 races. At first, it sounds fun. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I want a weekend off.
yes. I can't remember how many weekends we ended up doing last year. So Hudson has a junior dragster. And so we also try to race at the local track for us is Cordova. Mm-hmm. So we try to do the junior racing when we're not racing the funny cars, but also like run a shop on the side which funds the funny car.
Of course.
So then lots of late nights trying to get jobs done because now we don't have our weekends off anymore because we have the junior cars. So it's just a lot. It's
Do you have you ever run the junior dragster the same weekend as the funny cars?
So actually my first weekend in the funny car licensing, we took Hudson's junior dragster and he licensed in his junior the same weekend.
Oh, that's so cool.
That was really cool. It was kind of an emotional weekend.
That is mom and son moment. Oh,
yes, it was. I mean, definitely one of those top moments.
Oh my gosh, making memories on the road.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I think we're all just used to being on the road and going from one place to the next and just
wow.
Yeah, I think it was close to 20. And then Jesse that races with us and crews on Chris's car also put an alcohol funny car together. And he's doing some NHRA racing and some funny car chaos racing. Yeah. So that adds another...
We have a couple of weekends,
yes. Yeah. And luckily they do junior dragsters at a lot of the chaos stuff, so we can take Hudson to that too.
Yeah, so I've been to chaos. Those are fun, very laid back.
Yes.
The Graves do a great job putting
and
those
you never
on.
know what you're going to see. It's a good variety.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do enjoy getting to go to those. We've ran a couple of them with the funny car, but with the NHRA stuff, it's just hard to fit anything else in.
They're actually funny car chaos this weekend in Dallas.
Yes.
I do believe. Yes. So I've been watching like all the different racing pictures, and I love the fact too that NHRA is off this weekend, but up at the line watching you guys, you got Jimmy Prock, you have
I know, there's all
Andrew
kinds
Brown.
Okay, you just can't get enough sometimes, and then like I said, by the end of the year, you're tired and you're worn out, but you find yourself ready to go to the racetrack or going to the racetrack on your off weekends.
Oh my gosh, because I'm like, I even, on Competition Plus, I'm like, where do they go on their off weekends? They go racing. That's what they do. Okay, so we had to take a small break so Christine, could go out and drive more than 250 miles per hour in round 1 of eliminations. And guess who was in the other lane? Her husband, Chris. So how did it go? Let's find out. We are back. We are back after first round. So I didn't realize this, but you had to race your husband first round.
I did.
What is it like? That's something else people, outside of racing don't get is competing against your spouse. What is it like to have to compete against your husband?
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard. It, obviously we're both very competitive or we wouldn't be out here drag racing. So, I mean, I think we both have a hard time with it because we both want to kick each other's butts, but then also like want to support each other at the same time. So, I mean, in one way you look at it, okay, one of us is moving on, so that's fabulous because we could both lose that round, but we could both win that round if we weren't racing each other. So, I mean, it's definitely, it puts another spin on all the things that are going on in your head.
Now, how many times have you guys raced each other so far?
This is the third time.
Do you have side bets?
Oh, no. We do always make jokes about, who's sleeping on the couch, and someone told Chris this morning, like, regardless, you still lose. I hope you know that.
I think that's why Tony Stewart has said he will not, like, he's like, if he races Leah, it's like same thing. It's like, I'm on the couch, or, I'm like, or I win and my wife's mad, and either way, I'm on the couch.
Yes, I know. Like, some people were like, that's not going to go well. I mean, I think both of us, like, when things don't go well, we be supportive, but we can read each other pretty well, so we need some space, don't need space, you know. And for me, like, I just want to go out there and have a good heads-up race with him. So, like just this last round, which I lost, we went out there and shook the tires, and that really sucked.
What came off your car?
I think it was the breather for the clutch, for, like, clutch dust.
Okay, because all of a sudden I'm like, I have video of it, all of a sudden you can see something come up and the starter just dropping his stuff and run into your lane. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened?
Yeah, nothing major. I think it was just that tube that's got the little filter on the end.
Oh, so you can, like, put it right back, no problem.
Yeah, it was no problem. So that way you don't dust everyone standing behind you on the starting line.
Well, we already get the tire rubber. I mean,
yeah, I don't need clutch dust too.
Yeah, if you don't leave the track without black freckles on your face, were you even at the races?
Yeah, you try to clean it off your sunglasses and they're just smeared with rubber.
And the same thing with the clutch dust, because I always remember way back when I was younger, I remember Lanny McGleasy, who worked on clutches, and I'm like, Mom, why does that guy always wear black? He's got to be, like, roasting out here. She's like, well, it's this thing called clutch dust, and you're going to get dirty. And then my brother worked as a clutch guy, too, so I'm like, you've, like, perma stains.
You can't even get your hands clean afterwards. I mean, it's like every little pore, layer of fingernail, it's just not coming out.
That's why we need more soap companies.
Yes.
Sponsorship ideas for you, soap and manufacturer company out there. Get into racing.
Yes,
if you can
absolutely.
Get that clean.
Or even, like, good detergent.
So is that, like, and that's another thing people don't think about at the end of the weekend is, like, not only do you have to clean up and pack everything up, but then you get home, all the crew shirts, that's why we were black. Our wardrobe was black.
I know, and then I think you just get in the habit of wearing black, and you just wear a lot of black, even not at the racetrack.
I did that one time. I did Tell Me You Work in Racing Without Telling Me You Work in Racing as I load up my entire
wardrobe that is all black.
Do I wear the dark black or the light black today? So yeah, so then when you're not racing your husband, do you ever do races just on your own, or is it always like a two-car thing?
So a lot of times we're racing separately because we live in Davenport, Iowa. Okay. My parents live in Scott City, Kansas. It's about 750 miles southwest of where we live.
Okay.
So a lot of times they run stuff more central or west central, whereas with Chris's car it's more north central, east type stuff, just because, we're already 10.5 hours apart. So
Brainerd?
We'll both do Brainerd this year. So we'll both be there.
The national event?
The national event.
Yes, I will be there, yes.
That one is so much fun.
It is, and it's just so people know, not everybody goes to the zoo.
Yeah,
I didn't go to the zoo till I was a grown woman. My dad's like, you don't go over there.
I know. My parents went there for the first time, and my niece was with them, and she's like, oh, we're going to go take a cruise. We're going to take her with. And I'm like, you can't take her to the zoo.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. She's like, it's just like people camping and, having a good time and stuff.
No.
I'm like, no, it's not.
No.
It's not kid friendly.
No. In back in the day, it was even worse. But not to me, it almost is family friendly compared to what it used to be.
That's what I've heard. I heard it got pretty, which is why they're so strict at Brainerd at that race, because they don't want it to get out of hand like that again.
Yes.
But it is, if you like people watching, that's some good people watching.
Oh, definitely. Like I said, that's the track I grew up at. And I'm just like, and the Canadians I first met, I'm like, is this how they all act? And they're like, no. Just the ones who come to the races. That's the one that act.
And it's like a cult following for them.
Oh, yes.
Like the same people at this,
Drink Hard Racing.
Yep.
Camp Pallet. So you do those races, you do the juniors. So going back to, seriously, do you have a weekend off planned at all in the upcoming months?
So we actually have, I think we have 1 or 2 weekends off in the next month or two.
Wow.
I think I'm trying to track this. But, I mean, at the end of it, it doesn't really feel like a weekend off because, like you said, it's cleaning everything up,
Yeah.
servicing the car, reloading, shopping, all of the things.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that. They think it's just like, oh, you drive the trailer, you do all the work at the shop or at the track. But that's not the case.
No.
There's so much work in between.
No, it would be beautiful if we could just, like, the car would be ready to go all the time and we didn't have to unload it. But that is absolutely so far from the truth. And we unload it as soon as we get home.
So it's almost like another full-time job. Like you have your full-time job and then the car's almost with all the work you have to put into it.
Yeah, and I always
Balancing all that.
I always like I think a lot of the people that do this, because I don't think the general public, or maybe even some, you know, people who do know things about racing, but racing at this level, the amount of commitment and sacrifices that it takes, you know, you get some people who are like, oh, it must be nice. And I won't disagree. To be racing at this level and traveling on the road with your family, it is absolutely a blessing. But it is far from, I just have lots of money and I threw my race car in a trailer, and it just takes so much commitment to be able to get the cars ready, and the commitment of putting in the extra hours to make more money, to be able to fund it. And it's just this full circle of work. I mean, and then sometimes you look at it when it's going bad and you're like, what am I doing? This is nuts. And then it throws you a bone and you're like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
Like when you do a 5K, you're all excited, and in the middle of it, you're like, what did I sign up for? So,
Yes, this is terrible. Why did I ever think I should do this?
now, are you good at the alcohol level, or is it something where you'd like to go up and drive top fuel someday?
I'm good at the alcohol level.
Yeah.
I like this being a family thing. I think at the fuel level, it's
a lot more work.
It's a lot more work. It's another level of, you know, funding is a whole nother story. I think it can be more of a profession and a job. Not that this isn't. This is just an addition, but it is a different. Now, would I like to drive a fuel car? Absolutely.
Who wouldn't want to go fast? Yeah.
Yeah, but in terms of like moving forward, like I'm exactly where I want to be.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I don't think people know too, like, because in NASCAR people do like the ARCA and that to move up, you know, and Xfinity to move up. But in drag racing, people are like, well, isn't alcohol like the class to get ready for that? And I don't think people understand that it's a lot of people, most people I know who do alcohol, it's more of a, we have time for this and we can do this. We want to race, but we don't have the commitment to do the fuel thing. And I don't think people get that.
And we have some friends that have fuel cars that do, say, 3 or 4 events a year, and they might even spend less money than we spend, just because there are avenues where you can get parts from other teams. But we love the alcohol classes for one, and we don't want to go there to not be able to compete. Yeah. And that's what we would be bringing to the table. Not to say that there wouldn't be a round win here or there, but you can't compete with a class that's got a giant budget, you know, and all the parts and the things, because you're gonna hurt a lot of stuff in a fuel car. I mean, that's why they tear them down every single pass. Yes. And so it just wouldn't be feasible necessarily.
You'd rather compete at this level, at this, and then they're spending this much money and be at this level.
Yes.
That you can see while I'm talking. I'm like, I can't. This is audio, Nikki, audio. You can't see what my hands are doing.
I noticed myself doing some hand gestures as well. And I'm like, okay, it's just you and I. But other people are not going to be able to see this.
Yeah, so I was going to say, so what would you say to somebody like, you know, a girl who's like in college and that, who's like, I want to do what she's doing. I want to race and I want to go to school. And you've been there and you've done that. So what advice would you give to her?
Just be willing to put the time in, and know that you're going to have to make some sacrifices, and there's going to be things that you're going to miss out on, and you just have to align your priorities. Mm-hmm. I think that's what it boils down to, is priorities, and, you know, where your heart really is, and are you willing to sacrifice those things and take the time to, you know, like for me, and for not everybody, but a lot of the women out here, they had families in motorsports, and that obviously makes it a lot easier. But that isn't the only way. I think you've got to be willing to be vulnerable and build relationships and get to know people. And alcohol is a wonderful place to start because for the most part, everybody out here is super nice, willing to teach people, willing to take people in. And so if you're interested in getting into this, that would be a perfect avenue. Get in there, get to know people. 2 boys that I have, not this weekend, but most of the weekends, for almost the last year, I randomly met them at Belrose.
Really?
Yep, and they're actually both currently Samtech students.
Nice.
But they were, just inquisitive, the one that was there. And I said, we're always looking for people who have some mechanical knowledge and want to come racing. And they've raced with us, and it's been really nice. So there's definitely that opportunity for someone to come in and, even if it's just you're starting with cleaning and helping with fuel and those type of things, like take those baby steps and be willing to be in it for the long haul. So we were just saying, like, something that I feel so passionate about as a woman is sometimes, like, there's this societal pull that, like, you become a mother or a career woman and you become a wife or just even a significant other. It's not about, like, you don't have to be married or whatever, but there are these, like, societal roles that you're kind of expected to follow. And, maybe you're like me, like, grew up drag racing young, or we're really passionate even about, like, a sport or something like that. And I think sometimes women are kind of expected to give up their dreams so that they can be this homemaker or this wife or a mother. And I think the beautiful thing about all of it is that you can still keep doing it.
Yes.
Is it easy to do it all? Absolutely not. But I think, like, most women are so fierce and powerful, and sometimes we let people make us question ourselves. And when I had Hudson, a lot of people questioned whether I was going to drive again, and what if something happened to you? And that definitely put anxiety on me. And then, when I was getting my master's and working, and I was a mom, and we're trying to drag race, and could I have done it with zero support? Probably not, or at least not very well. But I think that you have to know your worth, and you have to find a tribe, a family that's going to support you and help you chase your dreams. And something that I will give my husband so much credit for is that's him. He wants me to, when I was getting my master's, do what you got to do, work when you can, we'll do whatever we have to do to make it, but also wanted me to still be able to race and do all the things and be a mom. And I think, just again, know your worth and find your tribe and your family that's going to support you, and don't give up on it. You don't have to stop this, passion because you're a mom now, or you're a career woman, or whatever it is. Like, men do it all the time. Yep. They have families, they have all the things, and they don't give up their dreams. They don't give up driving race cars or whatever. So I just think, don't let yourself, like, as a woman, don't let yourself get into this, it's this or that. You have to choose one or the other. You don't. Obviously having a child, you're going to have to give up the seat for a little bit. But that doesn't mean that you can't come back to it or that you can't do it all.
It's that support system.
Absolutely. You have to have the support system. And, like, even with men with families, they have the support system. So it doesn't need to be any different for you. So I just want women to know that they can still chase whatever passion sets them on fire and still be a mom, and still, because I think a lot of people are kind of given that choice. And I hate that, and I feel super blessed that I've still been able to kind of do it all. And I think everybody deserves that.
I love that. Such great advice. And now here's part, social media. Where can everybody follow you? Because, of course, now they know you. They want to follow you. So what's the best, social media avenue where you guys have the most stuff for them to follow your adventures?
Facebook is definitely where we post the very most. Foster Racing. And then you can just follow me at Christine Foster on Facebook as well. Yeah. Too many F's here.
I know, but that's so good. Thank you so much for talking to me today, and I can't wait. Like I said, I'm sorry that you won the first round, but we're getting ready for finals. And
my husband's racing. Yes. So I said, okay, I'll forgive him for kicking my butt if he brings a Wally home. I'll accept it.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you again to Christine for being so welcoming and letting me hang out in her pit for the race. And thank you again for listening. I'm Nikki Clark, and this is Women Take the Wheel. Be sure to connect and follow on Facebook when you search for Women Take the Wheel podcast. And be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast right now on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
From the All Indiana Podcast Network,
This is Women Take the Wheel.
with Nikki Clark. Follow and subscribe to this podcast now and discover even more great podcasts on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Online at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.